we've worked hard. Guys have been working really hard. They've been really engaged, not just in the practice settings in general, but taking things we've challenged them to get better at and working on them on their own, which is always exciting. They've been very diligent about details. That's been fun. But we got, as you said, we've got a lot of stuff we got to get better at. Pitchers certainly are getting in shape, getting ready to go, starting to understand who they are a little bit. We have a handful of young pitchers that not only are they trying to understand being a college pitcher, but then themselves as well. What works, what isn't going to work anymore that did in high school, that kind of thing. As a senior, I mean, they've been through a lot of experiences, good and bad. They're excited about just the feel of this team. They feel pushed and in a good way, and that's excellent because it's going to bring out their best. We're expecting consistency from them, and really that's been a common message with them is just be who you are. Be consistent with who you are. Don't be somebody different on Wednesday that you were on Monday. One of the things that we preach is I'm not a believer that seniors automatically become leaders. Leaders pop up all the time. When you're under stress, pressure situations happen, you're sometimes shocked at who a leader all of a sudden becomes and who people look to. And that's where that consistency is important. And some of those guys will, more often than not, their just natural personality will be to lead a group of people that will follow them. And with others, they're good with being followers. I think that's the bigger piece. I think it's everybody's got to contribute. And that's a difference with this group right now that we're seeing. It's not about competing for playing time. Now, they're human. So that's part of it, right? They're embracing their personal potential. And they're really making it not about me versus you for playing time, but they're understanding that coach is making that decision, matchups are making that decision. What my job is to be my best me today, be better today than I was tomorrow. And one of the prime examples of that, we have 2 freshman catchers. You would think that'd be as cutthroat as it gets. There's not a day that goes by where they're not working together, pushing each other to get better on their own. With the 2 of them, it's been, no, when you're called on, you got to be able to perform. So I'm going to help you with that. You're going to help me with that. And just the other day, we had one of our younger guys asked one of our older guys, are you ready to go today? Like he had a lot of stuff going on. He wasn't engaged in practice. And he just said, hey, you got more than that. You can't let today go. That's cool. As a coach, you get excited when you start to see those things. You start to hear those things. And this group, they're grasping it. We got a long ways to go, but it's right now that seems to be kind of the commonality.
So obviously you want to win. You want to get into postseason. Everybody wants to do that. It's not our focus. It never has been. Almost 30 years I've been using the motto "Win Today." I use it in everything. You see it in everything. That is the motto of our program, and that's what we get our guys to embrace. If you put your feet on the floor and made a decision that you're going to win today, you're going to be better today than you were yesterday, and are you invested in what's important right now, this moment? And that's really our focus. And so as we talk about goals, we don't talk about all conference goals. We don't talk about winning goals. We understand that this is college baseball. The expectation is to win, so we put that aside. And our focus is, how do I make Kyle better? How do I make Mason better? How does Mason make himself better? Because if he's better every day, that stuff takes care of itself. And the times when we haven't had that kind of success, that's exactly why. Because we can't honestly look at ourselves and say we're better every single day. You don't have to get a lot better. You just got to get a little bit better. And the teams that get a little bit better every day, they're the ones that are still playing in postseason typically. I feel like it works. It's shown that it works in the past, and it's shown that when we don't stay that way and we get out ahead of ourselves, we get in trouble. I want to see really, how do we develop? How do we continue to grow as a team through it? And can we continue to get better each game we go out? If we do, we'll have success. If we don't, that's where we'll struggle a little bit if we can't get a little bit better every game.